Hello guys, it's me vKlifto bringing you a guide to Teemo. If you haven't yet, subscribe please, because I will be doing a guide to every single champion, and please leave a comment below of which champion you'd like to see next. I have all but like 16 champions up to making this video, so I probably have the champions you want to see, maybe not. I'll try to get them, but please leave a comment of which ones you'd like to see so I can get to them. So let's start off with Teemo. Okay, this game was just like, I hate it when people don't decide what people they are. And, well, I was decided to be Teemo, I mean not Teemo, I was decided to be the support last second, and Teemo was like right where my cursor was pointing, so I just clicked it. Whatever. So I'm playing Teemo support, that's just sarcasm, whatever. So, I mean, it's pretty much... But I play Teemo in this game how I would play Teemo if I was playing probably mid lane or top lane. There you can play him different. There's two different ways you can play him. Mid lane you can play him too. Play him as a support. You can play him as an AD carry. You can play Teemo almost anywhere. Kind of hard to play him in the jungle. Still doable, but you can. And so let's start off with Teemo's passive. Teemo's passive is called Camouflage. If he stands still for a few seconds, he goes invisible. I'm about to use it in a few seconds to get a pretty good double kill. They cannot see you unless they put on a vision ward, or a vision ward, a pink ward, and which makes it, it's just part of him. I mean, he gets to go invisible. I mean, how is that? I mean, that's just awesome. So you can just hide. If you hide in the right spot, you can pick off kills when they run past you and stuff. But I go in camouflage right here. Helps me get the Xerath pretty hard, but you'll see him looking at me in a few seconds. Let me just walk this through right here. My Twitch died. I probably wasn't being the best support at all. I was just gonna try to be the annoying Teemo. Ended up getting the most kills this game, but boom, come over here, destroy her, and then I see the Xerath coming, and so I have to run. I think I'm about to die. Like, no. Oh my gosh! And then I think he was coming back. I was gonna blind him, but you'll get to what blinding. I'll get that in the next ability. But I get to go Camouflage. You see the screen? I'm invisible, and Xerath is gonna come over here. He somehow knows I'm right here. It's overpowered, kind of. It's kind of overpowering, and Teemo is a little bit overpowering, and he's kind of cheap of a character. I don't find him to have. You don't really need much skill to play Teemo, but my build is normally toward the skillful way of playing Teemo versus the non-so-skillful where you just pretty much two-shot everybody, and it's not really fun to play against that kind of a Teemo. But I play an attack speed Teemo instead of the full AP Teemo. And I'll get to the build after I get all the things. So let's see what your Q, which is probably where you want to put your first ability, is your blinding dart. And it blinds them. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. You shoot a dart and it does a bunch of magic damage. It actually scales pretty well off of ability power, so you can build it. So that's why the other build, if you build a pure ability power, you can pretty much one shot, or like your Q will pretty much half health any carries, and then you can pretty much destroy them because they're blind and they can't do anything. They can't really hit you with auto attacks. Their auto attacks are just all over the place, and it hurts, and it's just terrible. And so, I mean, that's what blinding dart does. It's what makes him quite annoying, is because you can't attack him back. But it's whatever. So probably the next ability you want to put a point into is your E, which is Toxic Shot, which is it makes your basic attacks have bonus attack damage. And that's pretty strong on him. And it scales off of ability power slightly, and also every time you hit an auto attack, it does poison them for 4 seconds, or depending on how much ability power you put onto it. So if you build pure ability power, you can pretty much shoot them and it'll just take a lot of their health away. It's kind of crazy. I get into a fight right here. We're gonna go to work with this Zed. We kill the Eve. I mean, we go to work with this, and I'm pretty happy with this fight. Boom, kill her with that blinding shot, because it still does damage, even though if you don't build too much AP. We kill Zed kills the Xerath, and then he's gonna, after I push this wave, he's gonna go kill the Janna. makes it a 3 for 1. Still pretty good. So what is your W? Your W is move quick. Guess what that does? You probably guessed it right. It makes you move quick. Allows you to move a bit faster, but once you it just gives you a bunch of bonus magic movement speed, and this helps you allow you to stick to enemy champions, like so you can keep killing them. You can keep chasing them because you get a bit of a speed boost, and it allows you to get away because you are quite squishy unless you build him like pure tank, which, I mean, I've done it a couple times. It's kind of funny, but it's yeah, it's not gonna be worth it. I get that kill, and then I'm gonna clean up this Xerath to put down what my ultimate is, which is we're just gonna call it a shroom because everybody calls it a Teemo shroom. A Teemo shroom is deadly because it allows you to slow him down, and if you build a ton of ability power, it can do damage. It does damage over time, like 4 seconds, something like that. And it's pretty strong if you build pure ability power. It also slows them down. In this game's play, since I don't build too much ability power, actually, the shroom's only purpose for me is to be a ward, 1, and 2, pretty much to give me an escape route. I put it in high traffic areas so that I can run away if I have to. I put 2 in that bush, so if they chased me, they would hit the shrooms, and then they'd be super slow. I get to run away. Boom, boom. That's all his abilities. You probably want to start off by, if you're playing the attack speed one, I didn't do this accidentally because I don't play too much of Teemo. You probably want to start off by maxing out. You want to put a point in Q, then put a point in E, then put a point in W. Then max out E, put a point in your ultimate at 6, 11, and 16. And then max your Q second, and then your move quick third. If you're building the full ability power, annoying 2-shot Teemo, where shrooms hurt like they're just ultimate destroying machines, you probably would want to max your Q first, and then your E, and then put a point in your R at 6, 11, and 16, and your move quick would be last, probably. I mean, I don't play Teemo too much, but this is my guide, and my guide is to playing with attack speed to make him makes him a good duelist, because you can just keep spraying, boop, 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 and you do a ton of damage with your E. And so that's why I would say you would max out your E first if you're going to do an attack speed. Alright, so let's get to the build. How do you start off this build? You probably want to start off the build with getting Dorns, 1 Dorns ring, a health pot, and a trinket, a warding trinket. And this is if I was in the top lane too. If top lane or bottom lane, I'd put I'd get a Dorns ring. I am support, so I don't get too much money. So on my first back, I did buy 2 Dorns rings. But if you can, you'd probably want to buy a little bit more stronger items. They will do a lot. You'll do a lot more damage. What am I saying? Do a lot more damage. But I didn't have enough money because I was support. I was only getting the kills. I wasn't actually getting any of the CS. And CS is important. Never say no to CS, because 30 CS is worth like a kill in the early game, and then it's like super. So if you have 30 more than your opponent, then it's like you got an extra kill. So it's sometimes more important. This is the funny kill because she's invisible. I just start throwing my shrooms down, so she gets hit by it. She's gonna die anyway to the poison. It was funny because she's been annoying the whole game, and I was like, it was funny as hell. I was like, I apologize, guys. I put a shroom down, and I just got that easy kill, and I came over and just destroyed Xerath. So the next thing you want to build, if you're building attack speed, you probably want to build a Nashor Tooth. It gives you a bunch of cooldown reduction, so it allows you to Q more often, but it also allows you to get great attack speed, get a bit of ability power to help you out. The next thing you want to build is probably Sorcerer Shoes, so that you get some penetration on your auto attacks. It will do a lot of bonus damage once you get that Sorcerer's shoes. Then I bought when you get to this point, you want to build a cooldown item. You can probably buy a Holy Grail because then you'll have the 20% cooldown reduction, and you'll get mana regen, which I had a really big problem this game. A very big problem. I probably should have gotten the Holy Grail. I didn't, but that would probably be my next recommended item. Then I go for a Deathcap to give me actually some extra bonus damage to my auto attacks because of my E. Scales off ability power. So I want to get that Deathcap. It gives you a bunch of stuff, but I think I don't actually end up getting the Deathcap right away because I think there's another. Oh no, I get it after. I get the Deathcap here. So then what's next? I build a Hunting Guise, which gives you magic penetration, gives you more, some more magic penetration. So you're eating through their. Ooh, I apologize. So you're eating through your opponent's health or their armor because they're going to be building magic resist to block you. So you need to build something to go through that magic resist, and then I ended up with my final item I ended up with is a hurricane to be able to shoot so much faster and shoot 3 targets at once. So that just makes him super fast. And so let's go to my roles. My roles is to apply. I apply pressure. I zone them out pretty much with my shrooms, and being in the jungle, I zone them out. And then when I start split pushing to a side, and I get towers and objectives for my team so that they do not. I mean, I'm pretty much split pushing because I'm so annoying that I can 1v1 almost anybody, except I was lagging, and I'm about to show there's going to be a terrible lag up here. I'm not going to illustrate it. Well, it happens right here. I'm going through this bush. I put this in slow motion. I don't even know what's going on. But my main role is to pretty much zone them out of one of the side of their jungles by putting my shrooms in a lot of places. And then, since I built attack speed and I built penetration, I go and I pretty much get to destroy structures while the other team is taking care of other people. No one wants to come after this Teemo because I am squishy, but I'm able to I get to take this tower in like matter of seconds. They have no one to come after me. They've been fighting in the top lane. I get to like roam around, run around, and I'm right now super strong. I get to the point where I can pretty much 3-shot a couple of the people with my Q. It's just because since my E is so strong, my auto attacks do so much damage. My Q does a bit of damage, not too much, but look, I get to take this inhibitor. I get to run away. I'm going to come back and get the inhibitor right here in a matter of seconds, which helps my team out greatly. And I just get to be annoying and taking structures down pretty fast. With this game, I end up getting my build the last second, right before my team ends the game, which is kind of sad. I wish I would have been able to show my full potential. But I do get a triple kill shortly, which I probably could have gotten the quadra kill. I did most of the damage actually on the fourth kill, but we get Baron right here. I'm super strong right now. I can pretty much, this is where I get most of my strength. But come over here, a colleague was not paying attention. I get to melt her down in about a few shots. I think Zera's shooting at me, but he's not. He's shooting somewhere else. I just kill her real quick. I shoot the Zerath a couple times, and my poison kills him. And then we're going to go down towards mid lane with Zed. And I'm pretty much going to do most of the damage. He puts up a wall, and I have a problem. I'm thinking I'm past the wall, and I'm just shooting right into the wall. I go over the wall, and then Zed gets the kill, but I'm pretty sure I was doing most of that damage right there. So I'm going to go back and finish off my build. I was playing with a couple of my friends. The Udyr was a good friend of mine already, and I met the Zed in this game, and we became pretty good friends. Or we need to play some more. I haven't played with him in a while, but we're pretty good friends. So yeah. So this is how you play Teemo. Pretty much want to be annoying, split pushing, being able to apply pressure. While the other build doesn't really apply pressure, it just makes you annoying as hell, and no one likes annoying Teemos that build Deathcap and then a Zhonya's and then a Depthfire Grasp. And well, I mean, come on, really? But I did finally get full build. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button And as always, this has been vKlifto, and I'm signing off. Stay cool, my friends.